If you see us for the first time, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so that you receive all new things. The film begins with Alex while he is asleep, and his brother Tony wakes him up to go to school, and as soon as he wakes up, he skates, falls, and sees on a computer, and sees that his colleague Philip invites all his friends to attend his birthday party, and Alex gets angry because his birthday is also on the same day, and then he sees dirt in his hair that is hurting to cut his hair, and he goes and tells his mother Kelly and his father James that he is upset because his friend is going to have a big party and invites all his friends, and so no one will come to his birthday, and his brother Tony apologizes to him because he has a graduation party, and his sister Emily says that she will return tired from her play. He feels that they are not interested in him, and he goes out to go to school with his classmate Billy, but he slips in front of her and gets embarrassed. When they reach the school, he meets his classmate Bono and Flip. Philip's party, and no one will come to his party, so Polly offers him to postpone his birthday. Alex feels at the moment that everything is happening the opposite of what he wants, and at the same time, Kels is at work and presenting the topic of her new book, which will increase sales in the newspaper, and everyone present is impressed with her idea. Her principal says that if her book succeeds, she will be promoted, so she gets very excited. A teacher asks each student to write a report on a specific country. Alex chooses Australia, but his luck comes to Djibouti and Philip Hun, who takes Australia. Alex gets annoyed and goes to Mickey in a laboratory and asks her if she wants help and invites her to his party, but she says she will go to Philip's party. And the book in his hand falls on a candle and burns. The whole place was going to burn, but a teacher would come and put out a fire. Then he would go out and see a teacher, and give a teacher a mouse to watch out for until he returns from his trip, and takes him and waits for his father who was late for him. When they go, the whole family gathers at the lunch table, and each one tells the thing that happened. They have their day, but Alex says that his day was very bad, and he says that he cancelled his birthday, and his father tells him that he will make a special party for him, but Alex interrupts him and tells him that Philip's party will be more beautiful, and at night he tells his brother that no one understands him, but he tells him that he loves him, but discovers that he is talking to his girlfriend, and he is shocked, and falls asleep while he is sad. At the same time, James tells Leakley that he has a job interview, so she wishes him success and tells him that she is worried about Alex because he does not know how to make friends, and we see Alex sitting alone. And he puts a candle in a layer of ice cream that followed him, and celebrates his birthday with a mouse, and tells him that he feels lonely, and he hopes that his family feels for him, and they live a bad day like his days, and he blows out the candle and sleeps. And the morning comes and Alex wakes up alone, and finds the whole house asleep, so he is surprised, and when his mother wakes up from sleep, she finds that she is late for work, and wakes up quickly, and his sister remains tired and sick, and his brother notices that there is love on his face, and Kelly leaves them for her work and rides a car, but she sees it out of order, so she gets mad at Emily because she left a working car, light and an empty battery, and asks James to drive them all, and James makes Tony drive because he has a driving test in order to get a license. And Alex and Emily go to school. Then he goes to his college, and he meets his girlfriend, and she tells him that he is an unemotional person, and he answers that they separate from each other, and Kelly gets to her work, and a manager says that she has 15 mistakes in her book, and for this reason they stopped printing it, and she says that a bigger problem is if the manager of a printing press has read it, and Kelly promises her that she will do everything in her power so that he does not read it. At the same time, Paul meets Alex and says that Philip cancelled his party because he is sick, so that all his friends can go to his birthday party, and he sees Becky and apologizes. He tells her about what happened in a laboratory, and he invites her to his party, so she agrees, and he runs quickly, and he is hilarious, and calls his father and tells him that his friends will come to a party, and then Emily tells him that she must take treatment before her party because she is tired, and Tony goes to his girlfriend, and tells her that you give him a second chance, so you agree, and he stays happy, signs prize boxes, and calls his father to come and receive his punishment paper, and he tells him that he will come after his job interview, and he goes to an interview with his young son, because there is no one to take care of him at home, and his son makes noise and eats colors, and they tell him that they will call him, and he understands that he refused, and then he goes and takes Tony, who tells him that it was bad from the start, and Alex goes and brings Emily medicine, and at the same time, Kelly is taking a bicycle, and is on her way to a manager, and reaches him, but he is reading her book in front of people, and Kelly tells him that there is a mistake, but he accuses her of negligence, and she feels frustrated, and calls James and says what happened, and he tells her what happened with all of them, and she says that she is coming to them, and they bring the workers who will attend Alex's party and call James and tell them that the house is open and that they enter and prepare everything, and then she arrived. Kelly and Emily tell her that their day was a bad luck, and suddenly Alex remembers the wish, but he is afraid to speak, but when he sees his brother going for a driving test, he tells him to delay, but Tony does not listen to him. And he goes to the test while he is on a test. You will respond. He tells her that he does not want to respond because he is driving. But Musharafa tells him that he can answer her quickly. He grabs a mobile. The supervisor starts screaming. Because he did an accident. And she tells him that he never took a permit. And the family sees it. And they see the broken car, and each one of them blames the other for what happened to them. But Alex confesses to them. He is the reason because tomorrow night he wished to have a bad day. He apologizes to them, but James tells him not to blame himself. Because their day is not over yet and they can overcome it. And they go and buy Tony's clothes. And they go to Emily's party quickly, and Emily starts acting in a theater, and she flies in a theater, but expects a theater deco, and she goes to her family. He reassures her that everything will be fine, and she embraces him. And a call comes to James to go and complete a job interview. And Alex encourages him. And if he takes a chance, he agrees and gives him Alex a shirt. And they all go. And they go to the house of Habiba Tony. To take it with them. And when you see Johnny's suit, you're surprised. And ride with them and be very upset. And James plays a song, but it's broken. They decided to sing by themselves, and his girlfriend did not like it. And then they arrive at a restaurant where James will meet him. And they all enter, and Tony takes his girlfriend, and they sit alone. And they asked about the clothes of a stranger who wore them. And about a bad restaurant. Before she could complete her words, her friends entered and greeted her. And here she realizes that the restaurant is not as bad as she thought. And we see that young people were happy with James in an interview, but suddenly a fire caught in a shirt, and he put his hand in a fish tank in order to light a fire, and the interview ends. And James gets angry at his luck, but his family calms him down, and Tony tells him that her friends have an empty seat in a car, and that it is better to ride with them than to ride with his crazy family. But he tells her to go to prom alone because he won't let his family go crazy. And he gets in the car with them, and they are happy that he is with them. And when they enter a house, they meet a crocodile and get scared, and then they discover that James made a surprise for Alex for his birthday, and he brought him a zoo in the house, and Alex is very happy, and suddenly a kangaroo starts to go to the street, and James is chasing him, and a kangaroo hides, and James is looking for him, and suddenly he hits him, but the guard comes, and takes him, and the party begins, and a call comes to James that he has been accepted in a job. And he is happy. And he tells his wife, who makes him happy, and tells him that her book has spread and will achieve many sales. And we see that Alex's friends are very happy, and they dance and sing. And James brings Kato to him and tells him to make a wish. So he wishes his whole days will be like this day.